But look, people notice that. People notice when you're not talking like yourself. People notice when you're talking corporate instead of you. Welcome to the first episode of The Broken Vessel, where we educate business owners and entrepreneurs on how to use video to sell and serve in their communities. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to look confident on camera. First of all, you don't even need to be confident. And second of all, you don't need to be an extrovert. I'm an introvert. In this video, I'm going to teach you some little tips and tricks to know how to look more confident on camera when either recording by yourself or with a professional. Number one, know that there is always editing. Unless you're doing a Facebook Live or you're in a Zoom call, in the vast majority of cases, there is editing for you. Whether it's you that's editing or someone else that's editing, nothing is going out without your permission. And that's great. I know what it feels like to not be comfortable on camera. I remember when I was starting YouTube in 2015, I was very uncomfortable in front of the camera, and I didn't really know what to talk about and how to talk properly on camera. And I looked pretty cringy. I know what it feels like, and just know that there's always editing. A mediocre spokesperson with good editing can look like an excellent spokesperson. So for example, you can do this and cut between shots, and also it gives the impression that it is seamless. Look, if you mess up, it's okay. One of the people know that when you're recording your own videos, you might not be super comfortable. The next few tips I'm gonna give you are also gonna help with that. Number 2, accentuate your movements like I just did. Take up space. People love to take up space. For example, if you look at a successful public speaker, what they do compared to, let's say, Bob from your French class, the difference in confidence between those two people comes from taking space. If you're doing public speaking and if you're talking in front of an audience, whether you're talking on a Zoom call, whether you're talking in front of 50 people or 500 people, taking up space really works because it makes everyone know that you are the one that's talking, and also it gives you confidence because you know that you own this room, you own this space, and you are here to talk. If you study confident people, you can see that they like to cross their legs, they like to be laid back, they usually have an arm around a chair right next to them. Confident people take space because it makes them feel dominant and powerful. Honestly, no one would like someone that just stays static like this and just talk. Look at Gary Vee, for example. He's always walking through the room doing this thing, especially. You can almost always see him move around the stage. Left, right. He always emphasizes in his movements, and that makes him look a lot more confident, whether in reality or on camera. Tip number 3, this is something that really helped me because, look, I'm an introvert. I don't really like talking in front of the camera, even though I am kind of used to it. I have been streaming on Twitch and doing YouTube for a pretty good amount of years in my life, and the number one thing that helped me the most was getting comfortable. Let's say right now I'm on my desk. This is my screen where I work out. This is the desk I use to work. I am already comfortable with this desk, so I'm just gonna stay here instead of actually just going somewhere to film somewhere that is beautiful behind, that has a beautiful background. I choose to be comfortable over having a beautiful background because it makes a huge difference in the video overall. This camera that I'm currently using right now basically became my webcam now, and I'm a lot more comfortable talking right now in front of the camera and knowing what to say. It feels like a webcam, even though the quality is not the same as a webcam, which makes me feel a lot more comfortable in front of the camera. Honestly, if you film by yourself and you're setting up lights, you're setting up a camera, you're setting up a tripod, you're setting up a microphone, everything, if you're setting up everything by yourself, there's one thing inside of your head that makes you feel like you are producing something that is not necessarily you and that is more professional than who you actually are in a way. And that leads to my next tip, which is talk to the camera like you're talking to your best friend. One of the biggest mistakes I see most people do is they try to put this persona of being professional and talking perfectly, but look, people notice that. People notice when you're not talking like yourself. People notice when you're talking corporate instead of you. Obviously, there is a way to talk more appropriately, but you cannot be comfortable if you're talking to the camera like you're talking to someone you're not comfortable with. So the camera is just a tool. It's just a marketing tool. It's just something to record reality. And when you consider the camera as your best friend, it makes you look a lot more comfortable, and it makes you also feel a lot more confident because you're not talking to a camera, you're talking to people that are watching. For example, if right now I'm making a live stream, I'm talking to people using a camera. I am looking at the lens, but I am talking to an audience. There's a difference. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this first episode of The Broken Vessel, please let me know by hitting the like button. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below with the hashtag question, and I will get back to you whenever possible. Thank you.